Welcome to another video of Not Reliable. So in this tutorial, we are going to look at what are dictionaries in Python, and we will go over these topics in brief in this tutorial. First, we will cover what is the definition of dictionaries and what are its structures. Then we're going to look at the features of dictionary. And then we're going to look at how to create a dictionary. Then adding and updating elements of a dictionary. Then we will look at some cases around duplicate keys in dictionary. Then we will look at how to access a particular element or set of elements in dictionary. And then we will look at all the built-in methods of dictionary. So let us look at the definition and the structure of dictionary. So dictionary is a data type in Python which stores data in a key value pair format. And it also allows nesting of values. So one sample dictionary could be this, is that it has curly braces. Okay, so it starts and ends with a curly braces, like list starts and ends with a square braces. Similarly, dictionary starts and ends with a curly braces, and it has key value pairs. So a key could be anything, any string or any number as well, or in fact, built-in classes can be also keys. So key one is a sample key, and the value one is a sample value. So value can be again anything. It can be string, float, integer, or any custom data type that you have created. Similarly, key two and value two are the second key value pair, and the third it is a nested key value pair because dictionary allows nesting within the values. So this is kind of a structure of common dictionary in Python. So now let us look at the different features of a dictionary. Okay. So the first feature that we're going to discuss is about orderness. Okay. So the order of the key value pairs that appears while creating a dictionary or after updating it will remain constant across the time you print it or use it. So unlike set, which is not a defined ordered collection, dictionary is an ordered collection in which the order of the key value pairs or the order of the keys in which they have updated or been created will remain same across time. Next thing is that dictionaries are mutable. They can be updated, deleted, uh, and changed in runtime, unlike tuples, which are not mutable values. The third thing is that dictionary does not allow duplicated keys. Okay, so we'll look into detail about this particular point in details. So for now, you can just think that any key will not have any repetition in the dictionary. We can only have one unique key of a particular name. And the fourth feature is that it allows nesting. So you see in this example, in of value we have put again another dictionary, and so on. We can nest into it and create key value pairs which are again nested into one another. Now that we have looked about the features of it, let us look on how we can create dictionaries. Okay. So the first method that we're going to look at on creating dictionaries is using the dict class. Okay. So each dictionary object is an instance of a dictionary class. We can create an object of a class using this syntax. We can just put a class name, and inside bracket we can pass the key value pairs or the parameters to initiate the class. So in our case, it is going to be the key value pairs or the values that are being stored in dictionary. Okay. So if I want to create a key name, key one, and assign a value of key one to it, I will be writing it in this manner. We will create an object of dict, and within brackets we will say key1 is equal to value of key1, then again key2 value of key2, and in key2 I'm just nesting it with another dictionary so that we have a understanding about how we can nest things inside of them. Okay, so if we run it, this is the dictionary that we will get. So we will get key1, the value is key1, again key2 value key2, and so on. If you want to increase the nesting level, we can add more keys to it. Just keep in mind, while creating dictionaries in this manner, we do not put the key names in quotation. These, even if they are string values, they are put as if they were just parameter names or variable names. Okay. So the next method that we're going to look at is by placing elements within curly braces. Okay. So this is the example that we had taken earlier while creating our sample dictionary. So over here, anything that you place within curly braces and write it in this format where the left hand side is a key separated by colon and then you have value, then that could be taken as a dictionary. So these key names could be anything. We can just add a key name of 1 and pass a value of say 100.00 and that should also work. In fact, you can write int as well as a key name, which is a native data type, and pass float to it, and you still will have a dictionary. As long as it's a valid data type or an object in Python, or even a class name in Python, that will work while creating a key value there. So the next thing that we're going to look at is how we can add new elements and update the previous ones. So for this, let us take this particular data set only, the sample dictionary that we have created earlier. Okay, so this is the dictionary that we're going to use for this example. So in order to update a particular element or add new elements to this, we can use the update method from dictionary class. Okay, and inside update, you can pass on key value pairs just as we did while creating a dictionary object from dict syntax. Okay, over here you can pass key value pairs. So I'm adding a new key of key 6 and another key of key 7 and passing the value of 6 and 7 to either of them. So after this, we see that our dictionary, which was this, got updated with two new keys which are key 6 and key 7. Another way of updating is while creating a new dictionary altogether and using the update syntax to pass a new dictionary. Okay. So we are creating a new dictionary which has key 8 and key 9, and key 9 is again a nested dictionary. And we are passing the new dictionary in update syntax to create or update the simple text. So just run this, and we now have two more keys, which is key 8 and key 9, and those are added. Mind you, we can just do this in this manner as well. So instead of adding a new dictionary altogether or creating a new dictionary, we can pass the values in this format. Say key 11 is 11, key 20, 29 is 29. Okay. So this will also work. Another way of doing is by sending a list of key value pairs in tuples. Okay. So within update, you can pass a list which will have each key value pair in a tuple format. So I have key 9, so I'm going to update the value of key 10 within key 9 to 11. So I'm passing this a tuple of such format, and then another tuple for having key 11, which is going to be say updated to 15. Okay. So just to summarize the update part, in update you can either write a key value name as in parameter names. You can pass dictionaries which are already created, or you can create a dictionary using dict keyword or maybe curly braces and pass it directly. Or you can send a list of tuples having each key value pair. Like the first element of tuple will be the key, and the second element of the tuple is the value that you want to put against that key. This is how the update syntax works. Also, you can see the documentation and learn about it. Okay, great. And the next way of updating things is using square braces. So for key 12. So this is another key that I want to add to this existing dictionary. So you can just use a key name and add the value against it. Or you can edit one key and add the existing or the updated value against it. Also, you can use some integer number in order to change the values. So I'm just adding a key name, say 100, and against that I'm going to write the value of 12. Okay. So now these things are changed and added. Okay. This is how we are going to update dictionaries or add new elements to dictionaries. So now let's look at how duplicated keys work while creating a dictionary. Okay, so say you are creating a dictionary with curly braces and you have uh, added two key value pairs. So one key value pair is 1 against which I want to give the value of 11. Another key is 2 against which is 22. And then I'm again writing 1 with a value of 22. So let us see what happens. So over here, you see that the order remains same. Remember that we had learned previously that order of a dictionary remains same after updation as well. So you have your key value 1 against it the value 22. So this is it takes the latest value that you provide in the initialization uh, values while creating the dictionary. Okay. Similarly, if you write 2 with 33, it will take the updated value of 2, which is the latest value that you have provided in your list of key value pairs. Okay. However, if you use the update syntax and if you provide two key or the two parameter names with same value name, then it will show a syntax error, okay, of repeated keys. Great. However, instead of this writing style, if you just switch it to this way, where you provide a list of tuples having a key value pair, then that will work. Okay. So in any case, we should either avoid using this kind of syntax where we have parameter name and value name in update syntax, and rather use or provide a dictionary within or a list of key value pair tuples. Okay. So now let us look at how we can access an element within a dictionary. So for this, let us take the sample dictionary itself. Okay. So the first way in which you can do is using the square braces. So within square braces, you can just provide the key name and it will be able to access the value of it. However, if you provide a wrong key name or the key name which is not present in the dictionary, it will show a key error or while fetching the value. To avoid this, you can use a syntax called get. Okay, so get is a native method in dictionary and it will fetch the value against the key that you have provided. So it will give me the same value that I got for key 11. However, if I do not have the key name, then it will provide me none. It will not throw an error, rather it will provide a value of none. So let us just print this and see. Okay, it will provide a value of none. However, if you just provide any value separated by comma after this, so it takes a default value. So if it is not able to find this key in the given dictionary that you're searching, it will provide the value of 0 in return. Okay. So this way your programs will not fail if you do not have a particular key present. Okay. It will provide the value of 0. Also you can provide any native custom values. So 1.111. So this way, anytime you are fetching a particular value for a particular key, it's better to use get because it won't break your program and it will not throw key name errors. So now we have learned about the basic syntax and the working of dictionary. Let us see and understand few of the native built-in methods of dictionary. Okay. So in order to find the native methods or the functions available for any particular class, maybe it could be list class or dictionary class, you can use the syntax called dir, and within that you can put a class name. In our case, it's going to be dict. And if you run this, you will be able to see all the methods that are available for this particular class. These are render methods, which ideally should not be used within running any methods on top of it. However, all the methods which do not have the preceding and the following double underscore within it, or the suffix of double underscore and the prefix of double underscore with them, are all the native methods that you can use for this class. So let us see what all methods do we have for this class. So we have clear, copy, from keys, get, items. So we have used get in our in the previous example. We have items, keys, pop items, set default. We have used updates as well, and then we have values. Okay. So let us look over each of them one by one and understand how we can use them in our day-to-day course. Okay. So let us just first look the copy method. Okay. So if you want to create a new dictionary from an existing dictionary, you can use syntax like this. Okay, so I'm just creating a new dictionary from sample dict and assigning the sample dict to the new dictionary. However, when you create any object using the assign method, okay, it creates same reference to the existing memory location. Okay, so ID will give me the memory location of this particular element. I will just comment this and show you. Okay. So I'm just creating a new dictionary from the existing sample dictionary and I'm checking the memory location of each of them. Okay. So let's see what happens. So you can see that the memory location of the new dictionary as well as sample dictionary are same. That is because to utilize memory in an efficient manner, Python refers to the same memory for multiple variables until and unless you specify that I want to create a copy of this particular element and store it in some other memory location. So, just for example, the issue that we want to solve for is this. So, say you have a new dictionary and you have sample dictionary. So, let us just print them one by one. Sample dictionary, and we have new dictionary. Okay. So if I want to make any change, or I will just update our new dictionary with a new key value pair. I will say key 11 and against this I will put a value of 111. So mind you that I have updated new dictionary, uh, and this should be my sample dictionary, which does not have any key name 111 and which does not have any value of 111 associated with it. I'm going to update our new dictionary. And since the memory location of this new dictionary and the memory location of our sample dictionary are same, it will actually change my sample dictionary as well. So if you run this, you will see that sample dictionary also got a new key and a value of 111 with it. So in to avoid such cases in you want to where you want to make a copy of a dictionary and not update another dictionary which you use to create a copy of it, we will use this copy method. Okay. So now what we will do is we will create a new dictionary. We will create a new dictionary which is a copy of the sample dictionary. So it will create a new dictionary at a new memory location so that they two work independently. So if you update new dictionary, it will not update the sample dictionary or the initial dictionary that you wanted to create copy of. Now the dictionary values are different. So if I say from the new dictionary, I update a key named 1112 and the value of 1112 or 1122 and I print sample dictionary, it won't actually update a sample dictionary. However, my existing new dictionary will get updated. So the new dictionary will have this value. However, the sample dictionary won't have because now they are at two different memory locations. Great. So with this, I hope that you have understood the use case of copy method and how you can use in your regular course. So the next method that we're going to look at is the clear method. So if you want to empty your dictionary, then you can use the clear method and it will empty out the dictionary for you. Okay. So I will just clear the new dict that we created. And after this, we will see that our new dictionary is now empty. So the next method that we are going to look at is from keys method. So what happens is in this method is that you can assign a particular value to multiple keys at a time. So the first argument that it takes is a list of keys or any iterable which has the name of list of keys that you want to use in your dictionary. And the second argument is optional. If you do not provide the second argument, it will create a dictionary with all the keys that you have provided as a iterable in the first argument with none values associated with it. However, if you just provide any particular value, say 10, then it will create a dictionary with all these key names with a value of 10 to each, like this. So the next method that we're going to look at is get method. So we have already used this in our previous course. So in get method, if you have a key name which you want to retrieve the value of, you can just provide it within the argument of get method, and it will provide you the value of that particular key in the dictionary. If you do not have a particular key value present in your dictionary, and you have put that in search, so it will provide you none if you do have not provided an optional argument. However, if you provide an optional argument, it will provide the value of the optional argument if the key name is not found. So we can just use this in this manner as well. We can use to. Okay. So since we already have the value of 2 as 10, so we got 10. If the value of 2 or say 5 is not present, we got 20 because we have provided the optional argument. However, when we do not provide any optional argument or the default value that is to be returned when this particular key is not found, it returns none. So the next thing that we're going to look at is the items method in the in dictionary. So with items, it returns a list of key value pairs in tuples. Okay. It returns a list of tuples of key value pairs. So it is popularly used while iterating over things. So this is a common syntax that you can write. So for key value in item dot dictionary dot items, it will provide you a list of tuples having the first element as key, the second element as the value. And then you can do any manipulation on top of key value pairs. You can just concat them or multiply the value by 5 or whatever thing that you want to do on top. The next method that we're going to look at is keys method. So the keys method, similar to the items method, will return only the keys as its name suggests in a key in a list. So every element of the list is going to be the ordered value of the key in the sequence that they got updated or they got created. Okay. Again, this can be used in iteration. So for each key in new.keys, get me keys and get me values or any manipulation that you want to do on top of that. So the next method that we're going to look at is pop method. What pop method does is it removes the key that you have specified and returns the value of it from the dictionary. Okay. So just for example, our new dictionary was this. We have key 1, value 10, 1, 10, 2, again 10, and key 4 of value 10. Okay. And I want to remove the key 1 from it. So we can use the syntax nudic.pop for the key name. So when we run it, this is the return value. It will return the value of the key that you want to pop. And then you can see in the updated dictionary, we do not or we no longer have the key which we have popped. Another argument that you can provide with pop syntax is the default value. if the particular key that you want to pop is not present. Okay. So any default value, it could be a string, it could be an integer, class of any other object, an object of any other class, or a class itself could be put in default value, and it will be returned when the key name that you want to pop is not present. However, if you do not specify this additional parameter or the optional parameter, it will throw a key error when this particular key name is not found. Okay. Just as an example of this, we have already popped key 1 and we were trying to pop key 10. So when we had used this optional parameter of default value, then it returns the default value. However, if we do not use, then we will be returned with a key error. So the next function that we're going to look at is pop items. Okay. This is kind of similar to popping an item using the pop function, but let's look at the nuances of here. Okay. So first, let us see the dictionary that we are going to use. So we are going to use the new dictionary that we have already used in the previous function. So this is the dictionary that we have. We have a key name 1, 2, and key 4, and each value of them is same. We're going to add another key, say key 11, and we're going to update the dictionary with few other keys as well in order to understand how pop item works. Okay, so we're just adding key 4 and key 15. Now pop item, what it does is it returns the latest key that got updated. Okay, so when we updated this, we have key 15, which is the last key that got updated. So when we pop an item, it will return the latest key in a tuple format with key value pair, or the first element going to be the key and the second element is going to be the value. So it does not take any additional argument with it. So pop item is a method which does not accept any other optional parameters, or and it returns the latest key that got updated. So now, just for example, I'm updating key 14, or we are adding key 14, and we are going to add key 19 as well. And then we are popping using the pop item method on top of it. So again, we see that key 19 is the one that got popped up and it got removed from the dictionary. So anytime you use pop item, it will remove the latest key that got updated in the dictionary, and it will provide the value of that latest key value pair in a tuple format. So the next function that we're going to look at is going to be the set default uh, method. Okay, so it kind of works similarly to get method. However, there's just one particular nuances associated with it. So let us use the new dictionary that we already been using now and use the set default value. Okay. So what happens is it retrieves the value of key 11 and returns me that particular value. Okay, so it returns. So it used, this is the initial dictionary that we had. We used set default of key 11. It returned me 11 because the value of key 11 is 11. And after that, the dictionary is not updated. However, if this particular key is not present, for which we are trying to find, for which we are trying to retrieve the value of, it will create that key in dictionary and return a none value for it. Okay. So in this example, I'm trying to retrieve a key named key1, which is not actually present in this dictionary. Okay. So in this dictionary, we do not have the key1 present. So it returned me none, and it created a key named key1 with a none value associated with it in the dictionary. Along with set default, we can provide an optional argument as well, which will initialize or create the key with this default value in dictionary and return this value of this particular key is not present. Okay. Just as example over here. Okay. So this is the only difference that is there within set default and get, is that if the key is not present, it will create or update the dictionary with that particular key as well, or it will add that key in the dictionary. The next method that we need to look at is update. We have looked at update in details in the adding and updating section of this video. So you can go to that section and see again. Okay. So the next method that we're going to look at is values method. It is similar to the items and keys method. So it will provide you a list of all the values, okay, a list of all the values within the dictionary in the ordered manner as they appear in the dictionary. You can use this in your iteration and do any manipulation on top of it. So with that note, we have looked at the basics of dictionaries in Python. We have looked at how to define and structure them and on what use cases can we use them. We have looked at their features, how to create them, how to access, update, and add elements to it. And we have looked at the basic built-in methods that are there in Python for dictionaries. So I hope that this will give you a brief understanding of how to use dictionaries in your daily projects. If you have found this video useful, please share it with your peers and friends. If you have any feedbacks or suggestions, please reach out in the comment section below. And please subscribe to Naukri Learning for more such videos. Thank you.